Hey everybody, it's Jeff from the Village Wreath Company. Hope you're all doing well today. Good to see you all. It is Wednesday. So yeah, I'm glad I'm able to make it on tonight because it's been a crazy busy day. So I wanted to take some time to hang out with you guys. So here we are. Like our title on here says, Wreath Rehab. So it's what I like to call Wreath Rehab anyways. What that means for me is that, let me get your comments pulled up here first. Get you guys all in here. Here we go. Oh, hi Pamela. How are you? So, Wreath, I can't even say it now. Wreath Rehab, for me, I have an old wreath here that I made last year that I don't like anymore. I just don't like it, okay? Hello, Sherry. And Marie from the UK. It's getting late over there. It's bedtime. So here is a wreath I made last year. I can say that now. And it's not my favorite. I just don't care for it anymore. All right. So it was one of the first wreaths that I made as well. And obviously it didn't sell. So I want to repurpose it. I want to redo it. I want to reuse and kind of keep the same theme. I might as well just give up now. I can't talk tonight. The same theme, being basically a lemon and boxwood themed wreath, okay? But we're just going to change a few things out. So I started taking this apart already, okay? Hello, Barbara. Welcome. So I started to take some of this stuff apart just to save some time because some of it I had to like really wrestle with. But we'll repurpose a lot of this. Like I said, it's going to be like the same theme wreath, just different. And it's going to look good. It's going to look really good, okay? So like I said, I kind of took some pieces off earlier and put it back together just so you guys could see what it originally looked like, all right? But now we've got some serious deconstruction to do here. But as you can see, even though it was glued in, it still kind of comes apart somewhat easily. You have to take your time, and some of it, yes, you will have to really dig in and get your clippers out for the glue and stuff. And this either means one of two things. Either I didn't put it together too well, or it's just that easy to take apart. Because I really had to dig in there earlier. I still see some spots where I really have to still dig in, all right? So it's just basically going to get refreshed and updated and torn apart all at once. Okay, the bow has to go, right? I mean, it was cute at the time I did it, but yeah, we need to move on. And my taste and my style has changed a little bit over the year too. So I kind of want this to reflect a little bit of what I do and how I do it as opposed to what once was, if you know what I mean. It's still an interesting bow, just not for here anymore. All right, now let me see. Just need to clean this up. See, that came apart pretty quick, right? And it doesn't matter if there's still a little glue left here and there because chances are it's going to get covered up with the new product anyways. But I'm going to try to clean it up just as much, as much as I possibly can. I mean, because after all, this is going to go to somebody's home, right? You want it to look new. So like I said, I did a lot of this earlier just so you wouldn't have to sit through me doing it now. I also noticed when I put it together, I didn't really pay much attention to how I was doing it, meaning this is clearly not a circle, it's more of an oval, but I kind of like put it together like that, kind of weird. So this poor thing had issues, and I'm going to do this with several of my wreaths this year. I know they say hold on to them, they'll sell, but the thing is, it's not what I make anymore, so We're just gonna refresh and update, that's all. That's all. Technically it's the same wreath, right? Okay. I'm thinking I might take this one out. I'll leave that one there. So basically we stripped the whole wreath of everything we have. Except one little set of lemons. We'll put these lemons back in though. Like I said, we're going to repurpose a lot of this. It's just going to be a different design, that's all. Okay? So there. Basically that's done. So now I'm going to put it together. Oops, I need to clean up over here. Because like I said, I'm repositioning this. So there is some green and glue over here I need to get out really quick. And then I'll zoom you guys in and we can have some fun. And as promised, zoom. I'll get you over here yet. There you go. Okay. Every time I could just sit here and redo this over and over and over. I take a peek, I see more green, I see more glue, and I'm just trying to get it out really quick. There. So I think we want to start with the, I want to start with the bow. And my bow, I'm not going to do a perfect centered bow like right here in the middle of the wreath. I'm going to do it more, I'm not going to do it like right here in the center. I'm going to do it more down here, more towards 7 o'clock on a clock. And so what I want to show you, the difference here. So here's the first bow we had, okay? So we're going to do a comparison. Here's our first bow. It's got cute little lemons on it, kind of like lemonade, a little pink and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see that. Hello, Rebecca. I don't know if the light's too bright in here where you can see the lemons or not on this one. But it's a lemon themed bow. But like I said, my taste changed. That bow has to go. Like I said, we're going to update it here. And we're going to use some of this ticking ribbon. Well, hello, Gershelda. Good to see you. Yeah, my schedule's changed, so I'm kind of not as free as I used to be, but I'm making time for you guys because I have fun. A lot of fun. This is what I like to do. This is what I want to do forever and ever. Just have to get to a point where I can leave the real job and make this happen. So, in the meantime, I need spending money, okay? Just saying. So, gonna do, this isn't a huge wreath, right? So, I'm not gonna do very big tails either. Again, it's only, I think it's like only a 14-inch wreath, so it's nothing too big, which means we can't make our bow overly huge either, right? Let me see something here. Just trying to figure out how big I want to make my bow. I think I'll do a few 5-inch loops. Yeah, we'll do a few 5-inch loops. And then we'll do a couple 4-inch loops. This bow is a lot simpler, more simple. Simpler, maybe? I don't know. It's easier than the one we just took off. How's that sound? it's not as busy. Okay. Ta-da! Now I want to use a wire or a pipe cleaner. Wire, pipe cleaner, wire, pipe cleaner. Let's use a pipe cleaner. A black one. It'll kind of go nicely with our bow here. Or as nicely as I can get it to go with the bow. How's that sound? Alright, so we'll get that pulled tight. We'll take our tail, throw in our tail, and tighten up our bow. I'm not going to fluff it yet. I'm going to wait till I get it in the wreath to fluff. Just because you know me, I kind of get into arguments here trying to get the stuff down through the grapevine. But have no fear, because my fellow crafter Mim, I'm sure you've all seen Mim here before, she sent me some handy dandy, they're not scissors, they're more like they remind me of something you'd find at the doctor's office that would pull stitches through. But instead we're going to pull pipe cleaners through. So I guess I'm just going to do it just like you would like some stitches. Just going to poke it through and hook it first. Kind of locks in place. There we go. Like I said, we're going to put it down here on 7 o'clock, right? So put these here. I really don't know how to use them, so we'll figure it out here in a minute. We might not need them tonight. There we go. All right. Hemostats. Yeah. I should know that. Just kidding. I have no idea. But if you say it's a hemostat, Linda, then it is a hemostat, and that is what we're going to go with. So thank you. See, you learn something new every day. Hemostats. I'll forget that tomorrow, but I'll have to look back on my chat here to... I'm like, what were they called again? Quick. Pull up the recording. Review it really quick. Alright, so I'm just going to fluff this really quick. I'm not going to do a perfect fluff because we want to get through this tonight, right? Not there's much going on. I mean, it's the middle of winter, so... Ugh. Okay. I think I'm just going to dovetail these. Sometimes I would roll them up, but tonight I think we're dovetailing. Ta-da! There we go. I'm sorry I didn't really explain how I made the bow. I just kind of did it. If you guys have any questions, just holler. So, okay, here we are. Old bow, new bow. Okay? Leaving the lemons in place. Now we're going to work all around all this. And like I said, we're going to repurpose a lot of what we already had, and we're going to add more to it. What I want to do first, I have a big peony I had left over that's got, it's like creamish in color with a little touch of lemon. I have that left over from another project. I think that is going to make its way here. I'm not used to dealing with 14-inch wreaths. I usually do the bigger ones, so this is kind of a treat. It'll finish quicker. Okay. Get this down in here really good. All right. Then what I want to do, I want to put almost the same color of hydrangea around it. Again, I had one floating around left over from a bush. Again, it still has like some yellowish color with a touch of pink. And the fun thing about this is it's got little individual pieces, okay? So what I'm going to do, there's 9 of them. I'm going to take 3 of each and make 3 little hydrangea blooms, if you will. Well, Glinda, I'm glad you learned. Got a takeaway from tonight. Alright, so now the tricky part is going to be making these cooperate the way I want them to. That's okay. We'll figure it out. That's what we've got the glue for, right? Okay. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, in the bow we started out with like 5-inch loops, then we graduated down to 4-inch, then 3-inch, and then I just did a 1-inch center loop. All right. I want to try to get 3 of these as together as I can to make it look like its own little bloom. Hey. Three more. I know it's probably not easy for you guys to see, and I'm sorry about that. Guess I'm just going to kind of surround this peony with a hydrangea, or peony, or however you choose to say it. I'm open to any way. This time last year I didn't even know what it was called, so we've come a long way. Okay, and then our last little modified bloom is just going to go right up in here. There it is. Ta-da! Now I'm going to work in a couple more of our lemons. Do I have like 2? Oh, I do have 2. Oh, I have 4. And they're all individual. Yay! Okay. Doesn't take much to get me make me happy. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take the leaves off of this one. And when doing that, this came loose. So I'm just going to pull it out, put a little dab of glue on it, and stick it right back in. Good as new. Alright, so now, let me throw some glue on this. I'm going to put a lemon in here. Grab another little lemon. And we'll squeeze this one. Ha ha, get it? Squeeze, juice, lemon. I didn't do that on purpose, it just kind of came out. There. Perfect! All right, now let's start putting some of our boxwood back in here that we originally had. So I was just kind of playing with it. It's like little kids with food, how they play with it. I play with my goodies here. All right. I also have more boxwood over here. I'm wondering. Wondering. If I want to use these as bushes instead of individual pieces. So I might use a couple bush-like gatherings. And see what we get here. Up and under we go. It's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted just to put something in there to give it a big effect. Instead of me having to put 10 of these in, one of those, and then we'll just build around it. That way it'll give us different colors of green as well. Just to give it some flavor. That's the other one of those I cut. So what do you guys think? From the original to this one, looking better already? It's just kind of crazy what you can do when you have a change of plan. See, like I said, this was in there before. I'll just repurpose it. It's a nice little bush. It can go anywhere around that bow, anywhere around those flowers. Actually, I think I'm going to stick one right in here to get us started filling in this area. Oh, that's okay if you missed the original. It'll be on the replay. That way you won't have to watch the whole replay. You can just watch the first couple minutes. See, we just saved you lots of time. Let's just say the original one wasn't too hot. We're making improvements. That's the point of our Wreath Rehab. So we can make these improvements. I'm also gonna work in some lamb's ear too. Yeah, the bow was cute in its own little way. That's the old bow. It was. I mean, I'm not throwing it away. Just, just not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. All right, so we have a couple little bushels, if you will, of lambs here. Let me work that in. Again, another color of green that we're adding in here. If I would look what I was doing instead of just trying to feel around, I might be more successful, right? Gosh. I know you guys probably can't see this angle very well from over there, so I'll turn it here in a minute and you can see what I've done. And where we've been and what direction we're going in. All that fun stuff. Let's see, I'm going to use another one of these down here as well, because I liked it that much. It should be able to slide right in there pretty good. Excellent. Great. Great, great, great. Okay. And trim this down just a little bit. What I'm having to do here is balance out the bottom. See how heavy the top is? So now I need to I kind of need to beef up down here since I don't have flowers or anything. Just have to beef it up with the greenery. What I'll probably do when I'm all done is come through and give it a little bit of a haircut. So this is just a plain old, kind of like everyday wreath that we're just redoing. You can use it any day of the year. More towards summertime, I suppose, because of the lemons, right? But throw in a little more lamb's ear here and there. I need to come up on top here and add some in as well. You know what? I don't like that. Hang on. Just going to cut this down a little bit. There we go. I can use that little piece as filler later, but for now, don't worry, it's not going to stay all by itself there like that. Lots more goodies coming in. Some of its friends. All right. This one does use a lot of glue, I can tell you that. All right. Digging through my pieces here. Like I said, we're repurposing a lot of what we originally had. Just looking for the right places to put the right pieces, that's all. Which is kind of fun. It's at the point now where it's like a jigsaw puzzle. The main, you know, like when you do a puzzle, you do the outside, lots of people do the outside edges first, the outside perimeter. That's kind of what we did here. Kind of got our base down, and then we're going to come through and add to it. I'm sorry, I should be talking more. I've been talking all day and I'm just kind of like, blah. It's not that I'm ignoring you guys, really, I'm not. Yeah, I kind of can't wait to see the end product either. I mean, we're kind of getting an idea what it's going to look like, but comparing to where we started from to where we ended up, that should be interesting for sure. Now I've got another element I want to pop in here after I do another little bit of this. You know what I mean. I feel like I ignored this around here, so just coming back in and tucking some lamb's ear in. Do the same right about here as well. There. Okay. Ooh. So what's fun is I have all these little pieces left, like I said, kind of like a puzzle. But one more element we're going to put in here really, really quick. Ooh, look at all the glue strings. Yay! Yes, lamb's ears. Lamb's ears. Our element, this. So again, it's boxwood, but it has little white blooms on it. So we're going to have little white, little bit of white speckled in throughout here as well. I think that's just what we're going to need. Those all trimmed up here. All right. right. Let's see. Have I done a show since New Year's? I think I have. Yeah, I did one Sunday. I think we were on Sunday as well, right? The days run together anymore, don't they? It's like a Y or a V. So if you guys missed the beginning, okay, we're calling this Wreath Rehab. So I took a wreath that I made last year that I didn't really care for anymore. I knew it could be updated, so I'm updating it. But I'm using a lot of the old materials that we had with it. The only thing that's been fully replaced is the bow. That's it. Everything else we have repurposed back into the wreath from the original design. So if you missed it, you'll have to watch the replay at the very, very, very beginning to see exactly where we started from and where we ended up. So now, like I said, I'm just going to put some of these bushels in with the white, the little white flowers here. These add that certain je ne sais quoi. I don't know, my French is out the door these days. All right. So again, for you guys that didn't see the beginning, I'm excited for you to go back and look. You don't have to rewatch the whole thing. Just watch like the first couple minutes and you'll see exactly what we started out with and what we did. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing how we're able to totally transform this exact wreath with using the exact same pieces. Yes, we embellished with some more of a different kind, but we just gave it a little bit of an upgrade. A little too heavy up here, so I'll just trim that down. People might be like, well, that's nature, it's not perfect. I understand it's still not perfect either, but it looks a little bit more in place. Okay. So I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done. All right. So if you missed the beginning, go back and watch the beginning, okay? You'll see what we started out with and how we transformed this wreath. We did, the one thing that I can show you still is that we used this bow. Actually, hang on. I'm going to bop in one more lemon before I turn it around and show you guys. So it probably won't dry fast enough. Give me just a second to let this harden up in here a little bit, because when I hold it up, I don't want it to fall out. Just gonna see, this is what happens. You take a break, you take a step back, you look at it again, and then you start playing around. I don't need to be playing anymore. But quite honestly, this is what I would do afterwards. After we were done here, I would still go back and tweak it and play with it a little bit before I get it posted online. But you guys will get the gist of what the finished product will be looking like here. See, by the time I'm done here, that lemon will be done and we'll be able to hold it up. All right, I've got little stringies here. Try to get those out of the way. Okay. Just need a little more here under the bow. Serves two purposes. Helps poof the bow out a bit, plus should anybody peek under the bow, plain peekaboo, they'd see something there. All right. We'll go back through and do a little more trimming and a little more poofing. Like I am right now. Oh my God. Okay, stop. All right. And then, here we go. What do you guys think? Totally, totally, totally different than when we started, right? Trying to turn it right here. There you go. So if you guys like that, throw out some hearts. Like I said, the original bow versus the new bow. Original bow, original busy bow, a little bit more subdued and farmhousey and kind of classic, right? So good, good, good. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys like it. So yeah, we'll get some nice, I'll finish it up a little bit and touch it up and put some nice pictures on it, and you guys can see it probably by week's end on our Etsy page if you want. It's the Village Wreath Co. On Etsy, or it'll probably be on our website too. If not, you can still get to the Etsy page from the website, which is villagewreath.com. So I hope you guys like it. It was fun hanging out with you all tonight. So like I said, go back, look at the original at the beginning of the live, and then see where we ended up, okay? Thank you for taking your time hanging out with me tonight. It does mean a lot. I know I say it all the time, but I mean it all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. So thank you. And we'll be playing again this weekend, maybe Friday or Saturday night for sure, okay? So thanks again. Have yourself a great Wednesday night. Stay warm, stay safe, and just be careful. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye.